Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, we are definitely continuing on this trail of Rough Rider knives we've been on lately. Yeah, I think I still got a couple more to go through. But today we are checking out this guy. This is the RR2640. This is the brown micarta folding knife. Pretty simple name for a very simple knife. Simple, but one I'm actually really digging. This micarta is really, really nice. Gives you a really nice grip. You've got that pop of sort of brashish gold, whatever you want to call it, around the pivot, obviously, and then to kind of accent that brown micarta. Now, we do have a lanyard hole. Now, recently, a couple people have mentioned slip joints with pocket clips on them, and this one absolutely does. So obviously with the micarta and stuff, we're kind of going, even the shape of the knife, it's kind of got a little bit of that sodbuster-ish, but it's kind of rounded off. But we do have a clip on it. Now, it is not reversible. It is a right hand tip-up carry only. Recessed screws, very nice. I mean, on a $20 knife, I think we're starting to see that more. I think the knife industry has kind of heard what people have been saying. But I mean, still, on a $20 knife, that's what this one's going for, $19.99. Yeah, you don't always see it. And it is nice. It is definitely nice to see that. Fit and finish, done very well. Absolutely, like I said, everything chamfered off nicely. Let's check our... Now, the finish, it's off to the show side just a little bit. Not rubbing, nothing like that. There's no rub marks or anything on the blade. It is off a little bit. There again, on a $20 knife, you know, we hope we definitely don't see that. Is it going to make me too mad? No, not really. Not really. Now, this one is listed as D2 steel. You can see that right there. There's all your numbers and everything. Rough Rider, of course. You do have the long pull to open it up. Now, the pull on this one is not overly strong. It's probably, I mean, of course, as I slip off of it. Pinching it, I can pinch it. It sits kind of low. If I pinch it on that long pull, definitely helps. You know, I'd say, I mean, it's a 5. It's a 5. It's not bad. Goes into the half stop pretty nice. Pops into the open position pretty nice. Kicks into the half stop again on the close. And then it's got a decent pop shut. Nothing super slammy, super strong. Those of you that, you know, may have an issue with those stronger pulls, I think this one would be okay for you. It's not too strong. Like I said, it's probably about a 5. But fit and finish is pretty good. Like I said, it is off to the show side just a little bit. No rubbing, no nothing. Nothing crazy. Nice looking stonewash D2 blade. Takes a little bit of pressure to get it to start to move. But let's do our spec check real quick. Now, obviously, this is kind of a little bit more of those modern type folders, slip joints. Not folder, but slip joints. I guess it is a folder too. But, so just shy of, let's get it back over there. Right about 7 3/4, shy of 8 inches. Handle length, I'm going with pretty close to 4.5, which should give us right about a 3 1/4-ish, maybe 3 3/8 on the blade. And then our cutting edge is definitely going to be right about 3 1/4. Now, the one thing I will mention about the edge on this knife, it was okay. I haven't altered it or anything like that. I haven't. When I first opened it, first used it, and it still does, it needs a stropping. Nothing too terrible. Let's see. I've cut a little bit with it. 9 thread, it did okay on. 6 thread, it did pretty good. 9 thread, it did okay. It's just got a little bit of a rough edge to it. I mean, you know, it's cutting paper, but you can definitely feel there's a couple of rough spots on it. There's definitely a couple of rough spots on it. So, you know, it may have to go through A decent sharpening. I don't know if it's rough enough that we can see them. You know, I mean, obviously we're not looking under a microscope, so, you know, it's nothing really. Oh, there's one. Or is that just paper? That's just paper. I thought I could see a reflection, but no, that was just paper. So it's nothing too terribly visible. So, you know, a good stropping would definitely help it out. Some of these Rough Riders I've got, man, the edges on them have been absolutely fantastic. This one is okay. It's serviceable, probably is a good word, but a little help. Needs a little help. Now, of course, as always, sample size of 1. If you have one, get one. Yours could be better. Hopefully it's not worse, definitely. But you never know. You never know. In my experience, the edges on Rough Rider knives, for the most part, have been pretty darn good. So let's get our size comparisons out of the way. Oh, I didn't take grip length. Because this one actually does kind of have a grip length. It's a lot of slip joints don't. This one does. Oh, looky there. 3.5-ish. Yep. Got that slight kind of downward angle, maybe curvature to the handle, which feels fantastic. I just like that style of handle. Let's see. So definitely a little bit larger than the bug out. Probably 1/4 inch on the blade. And yeah, roughly about that on the handle as well. Get the old PM2 out here. We're going to have to zoom out at all. Oh no, that fits. Fits right on there. So the PM2, that's close. PM2's got it by a little bit on the blade and a little bit on the handle. So looks like we've got ourselves a 2640 sandwich. Brown micarta folder sandwich between our comparison knives. Weight, 3.5 ounces, right at 100 grams. And in the pocket, goes in the pocket pretty nicely. A little bit of peekaboo, not a whole lot, fairly deep carry. Coming out of the pocket, you do get a decent pop. The clip is, it's pretty stout. It's stout enough. It's not going to go anywhere in your pocket. Now, let's see if I can. Now, it's still a little slick. I was trying to see if I could thumb roll it off that long pull, but it's still just a little slick. Maybe after we get a little bit more work and use on it, rough it up a little bit, we might be able to do that. But overall, for a $20 knife, I am really digging it. Only, real downside that I can find to this one is it's a little off center. Again, that's not going to make me really mad for a $20 knife. Would I like to see, have we seen better from Rough Rider? Absolutely, 100%. The edge needs a little work as well. Other than that, it feels absolutely fantastic in hand. The pocket clip is not even an issue. I might feel it down here just a little bit, but it's not a hot spot or anything like that. Overall, it's still, to me, has the value that I always talk about with Rough Rider. Now, not as good as some other ones we've seen. Absolutely, 100%. But the value is still there on this one. A little strop, it's good to go. The centering, again, we might be able to mess with the pivot and get it to the center. Maybe not. I'm not going to be mad if it doesn't, because, well, it's a $20 knife. That just doesn't, it may annoy some people. Absolutely, 100%. Definitely doesn't annoy me. It just doesn't. I don't get mad at it. Whatever. It's not a big deal to me if it's a little off center. As long as it's not rubbing or it's not really affecting the operability of the knife, it's just not, it's not a huge deal at that price point. Obviously, we start getting into higher price points, like Rough Rider Reserve and all that, 40, 50. Yeah, let's chill out on the off center. Let's make sure that sucker's centered up. But overall, let me know what you guys think. I think it's a Pretty good knife for the price. So there you go. There you have it. The Brown Micarta work knife, RR2640 from, or not work knife, folding knife, excuse me. Brown Micarta folding knife is the proper name. But thanks a lot, guys. Greatly appreciate you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Till next time, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.